Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here, and I wanted to make this short video to talk about something that, quite frankly, I've been very much enjoying lately. For those of you that are fans of the Legend of the Korra, the Legend of Korra series, you probably already know that the voice actress of Korra is Janet Varney, and a lot of you probably already know that she already has a podcast on the Nerdist network, which is Nerdist.com, titled The JV Club. And for those of you that aren't familiar with it or aren't familiar with Janet Varney, I very highly recommend listening to this podcast because I think it is just simply wonderful. And it's on her podcast, she has guests on it, and they talk about like their teenage years and what their views are on certain things and how they're able to live their lives based on what they went through throughout their teenage years. And but yeah, it's very much enjoyable. Like the target audience of this podcast is actually geared towards women, but a lot of guys, I can see a lot of guys enjoying this too. Well, I'm a guy and I enjoy it, but yeah, that she has a lot of interesting guests on her podcast, and for those of you that are fans of Avatar: Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, don't worry because she's already had guest cast members from both those series on there. And she's already had Seychelle Gabriel on there, who played Asami. She's had Mindy Sterling, who played Lin Bei Fong. She's had Grey DeLisle on there, that's played Azula from Avatar: Last Airbender and Ming-Hua from Legend of Korra. She's had Zelda Williams, who's played Kuvera on Legend of Korra, just to name a few. And she's also had the cast members on there, with some of them, including P.J. Byrne that played Bolin on Korra, as well as Dante Basco, which is actually her latest episode. He played, of course, Zuko from Avatar and Iroh the Second from Korra. And having said that, you probably already figured that she has had male members on her, male guests on her show as well. She usually has a Boys of Summer segment that she has every year, where she set aside a month or two out of the year and interviews guys on there too. As a matter of fact, last year she interviewed Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, who are the creators of the Avatar franchise, on there. And trust me, if you haven't heard that interview, I'd highly suggest listening to that because it's really a lot of fun to listen to. And as a matter of fact, I don't think there's an episode of her podcast that I really haven't liked. I don't think that's really been much of an issue as far as I'm concerned, being bored or anything. I think no matter who she has had on there, her and the guests that she's had have had pretty good conversations and that, and very informative and quite amusing sometimes conversations too, and that. So, but yeah, if you guys wanted to go on there and check out her podcast, feel free to do so, and if you really want to help out her podcast, keep it free. There's a little survey that you can fill out. It's not even going to take 5 minutes out of your time. It's a relatively painless process. It's only a few questions that it asks you to just fill those out. And any way you can support Janet and her podcast possible, keep it free, and make sure to keep the awareness out and give it more exposure, because quite frankly, this podcast deserves it. I mean, feel free to help her out, and I know I really have been enjoying this podcast a lot, and I see myself continuing to do so. And I've been a fan of Janet Varney's work in the past, but I think this might be her best work yet, since Korra at least. And I know I've been a fan of hers since Dinner and a Movie, even when she was with Paul Gilmartin on there, and and as far as the podcasting and stuff and her interviewing, she's already had an experience like that in the past with, she was on the Huffington Post for a while, so. But yeah, and she's a truly fantastic person, and I'm glad she's able to do this for her guests and that, and as well as the listeners. And I've seen some comments on some of her episodes where people have written on there and saying how much that her interviews have helped people with dealing with depression or other issues that they've had when they were younger, and even younger people right now that are listening to this say, "Oh wow, your podcast have really helped me out." So But yeah, if you get a chance, go on Nerdist.com and click on the JV Club website and give her podcast a chance in that. Give it a shot and see what you think of it. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you have, if you've watched some of her episodes before, feel free to leave a comment below this video. And I'm looking forward to hear what you guys have to say. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it I have to say about this video. So thank you for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.